Well, the preseason is finally over. I'm actually glad it's over because, I was waiting for this to be done tonight. But obviously, this wasn't such a horrible game because I know the Eagles did tie. It was 31-31. The Jets threw a Hail Mary pass, went to a two-point conversion, tied the game, and it was pretty much over after that. Doesn't matter if we win or lost the game, but just want to go over some things, some side notes, and then really go over the important stuff of this last game and what it means for the final roster for the Philadelphia Eagles and what's going to happen here. So, you had your starting receivers out with Reagor, Ward, and Watkins. They were in their first quarter today, started the game. Reagor had an 18-yard reception today. And was tackled and then kind of kept his balance and got out of the tackle, ran for a first down. He was done pretty early today. There was really nothing from Quez Watkins. Greg Ward dropped a wide open pass today, dropped it for a first down. He's had a really good camp, but I guess he was off today. I don't know. Then went for a screen pass today, got some yards on that. Boston Scott was the first scorer of the game today in the first quarter, and that was a 49-yard run, went up the sideline, kind of faked out the cornerback a little bit, and Boston Scott looked good. I have Boston Scott making this roster, as well as Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, and Kenneth Gainwell as of right now, and obviously Elijah Holyfield. Had a few good runs today. I thought Elijah Holyfield was put in towards the end of the game. I thought he got a lot of valued snaps today. I thought he played pretty good. Is that going to be enough to beat out Jordan Howard? I really don't know. His pass protection is really not good, so kind of got to look at that. Michael Jaquette. Today, he gave up some big catches today. He didn't cover well. He had the strip sack, the strip at the end of the game, try to run for a touchdown. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Jaquette gave up a touchdown today. So Jaquette has not had a good preseason, not a good camp. Jaquette, the depth at cornerback, we know it's pretty bad. Behind, Zach McPherson had a pick on a 2-point conversion. Really, these corners aren't really good behind some of these guys. We couldn't even get a pick. These corners had so much time at the end of the game. We could have picked off a couple of balls at the end of the game, and they were really, all three of them are near the ball, and they're just juggling the ball like it's nothing. So, I think cornerback's depth is not good. Even behind McPherson, McPherson has a lot more to learn, and it's more of a project for us with him. Because really, at the end of the day, Darius Slay and Steven Nelson are your starting corners. If one of them gets hurt, I feel like you're kind of messy. You're kind of done right now. So hopefully they pick up some corners on some waivers that could do some good things and bring some guys in, because I didn't like the cornerbacks today at all. I didn't think they played well whatsoever. So I thought defensive end Teron Jackson had a really good game today. Had a couple good tackles for loss. I think he had a sack. I might not. I know McGill had a sack today. A couple guys did, but I thought Jackson. I thought his pass rush looked pretty good today. Just for like the last preseason game. You saw Andre Dillard in the game today, and he went off sides once all by himself. He got beat a couple times. He didn't look good. He got playing time today, but didn't look good. Really, I think they're going to – I don't know if he's going to stay on the roster. LaRaven Clark was a left tackle for a bit in this game as well, but if Dillard stays, it's really just because they need a body, and that's pretty much the way it's going to be. With him, it's really they need a body, and that's really all. Kevon Seymour, cornerback Kevon Seymour had an interception today. That's all he really did today. And pretty much lastly, Travis Fulgham, fumbled in the end zone today for a touchback. He had his chance to catch a touchdown. I know those two Jets defenders were really in his arm, and they popped that ball out really nicely. It doesn't make him look good to catch that ball and just keep it there. He was targeted another time, and it was a bad pass by Mullins. It was a really bad pass. Speaking of Mullins, it was a horrible day for him. He didn't really play well. I thought he played better. I think this was his better game than the other games he had played in preseason. But Travis Fulgham, not really looking strong. So then you go to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and he had 2 catches over 40 yards, one for a first down, and totally kind of, went inside and went outside, back around, went up the field, and got a pretty good, nice contested catch and ran for a touchdown. Does this make his case for winning a roster spot with the Philadelphia Eagles? I don't know, because Hightower played today. He caught a couple catches. He played okay, but it wasn't anything that was spectacular. Like I said, he's coming off injury, so, he just came off injury not too long ago. You know what I mean? So Whiteside had it, even Whiteside's rookie year had a very good preseason, but what did that turn into? Could be the coaching staff. I don't know. I don't want to eat my own words. I just don't want to hate on the guy for no reason. I'm not saying he had a bad day, because he really didn't. He had over 40 yards with first down and obviously a touchdown on top of it. So I don't know what to say about it. Fulgham's had a really quiet preseason, has had a quiet camp, nothing crazy. I thought he did good at camp yesterday, the day before that. I mean, he hasn't had consistent good days at camp, as well as other receivers have, okay? So there's a lot really going on top of this, because what do you do here by Tuesday? I mean, JJ... do they think he's turning a corner? I mean, JJ had his press conference today and kind of worked on his effort and worked on different things he did in the offseason, worked on his blocking, because honestly, JJ is a pretty good blocker and is pretty good on special teams. But is it enough for him to have a roster spot with these wide receivers? I honestly have no idea, okay? Because you could take Travis Fulgham, had a quiet offseason last year and didn't do anything, and he got into a game and he did really well. And then you have a guy like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside that when he was a rookie, he played really well, or he was drafted and had a good preseason, and nothing really happened. Then the second year, Howie promised us he expects big things. Last year, nothing from J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, besides like 2 catches at the end of 2019, and last year, really nothing. So, how do you really manage, like, who's going to make this roster with these receivers with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside? Like, do you go with the guy that did a good preseason? Or are you going with a guy like Travis Fulgham that has had quiet preseasons and like he did last year with the Eagles and just exploded? So I don't know what to really take from it. Does this make his case? It definitely helped. I mean, this definitely helped. You caught a 50-50 ball, got off the defender and ran up and burned the defender and got the touchdown. So, I mean, I don't know how to go about this, as in, like, what are you taking out of it value-wise? Are you taking a guy like Fulgham that's been quiet in preseasons but explodes during the regular season like he did last year? Are you taking a guy that's having a good preseason like he's had before when he was drafted and does nothing during the season? But obviously we have a new coaching staff as of right now, and it's just unfortunate. So I mean, it's not unfortunate, but how do you value this? Like I said, it's either one or the other. You know what I mean? Because some guys have good preseasons, don't play at all, or just are lucky in preseason and make themselves look good, and then they look horrible during the regular season. So I don't know what they're doing, but we're gonna find out by Tuesday what happens with this whole crew. And finally, I want to talk about Kenneth Gainwell. Love Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, he's in with a backup scrub offensive line, and the guy has really good vision. I mean, he does. He was going out for passes. He was put as a wide receiver. They had him widened out a little bit. I thought he played really well. Kenneth Gainwell is going to have a roster spot. I mean, that's definite. Okay. Even for one, he had a touchdown today. I mean, he did really well, guys. Like, he's got patience, but he doesn't wait too long, and then he goes real quick into the hole. So I think his vision is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. So really, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. That's it. I thought we took some good things out of this game. But when it comes to these receivers with Travis Fulgham and Hightower and now J.J. Arcega-Whiteside looking good today, but why wait till the 4th preseason game to look this good? Okay, he got into that Steelers game and he got covered with better talent that was starting. And he didn't really face great talent here, obviously, and did well. So is that enough for him to have a roster spot over Travis Fulgham or over John Hightower at this point? I don't know. Definitely something to watch and something to see. So that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't do a live stream today because the game was delayed because of the rain, and it was already going to be late as it is. But we'll talk more about it tomorrow, most likely. But I will see you guys later. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Just about the game in general. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, does he make the roster? Does he not make the roster? And how did you guys feel about Kenneth Gainwell today? I thought he played really well. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Shakes going up, follows fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.